getting exciting. Do you feel it? Feel it? Huh? Like it's brewing, right? We got some stuff coming. It's starting to heat up a little bit. I'm getting excited. You know, we just broke the previous high. My boy CK's got the AMA tomorrow with Forex. Yo, quick shout out to Viper2K8. I checked my comments on the video that I posted yesterday because I love interacting with you guys. And he mentioned in the comments that we're at $9.25 right now. Drip is at $9.25 right now. I almost fell out of my seat, right? I ran over to the computer to check. And on the native DEX, we sure are. And I had to immediately start up a video, and I don't even know what I'm going to say, but I just had to get on and put something out because this is getting exciting. So here is the native DEX. And if this doesn't just give you a boner, I don't know what would. This is looking just absolutely lovely. 920. You know, I talked a bit about in my last video about being part of the sub $5 crew. And I mentioned that the real thing to start really looking at is seeing if you want to be part of the sub $10 crew. Guess what, folks? It is sub $10. How much longer do you think that's going to be? Who knows what kind of volatility we're going to be facing as we move forward here. But there are people that are starting to talk about that drip may never come back to these levels, at least for a long period of time, right? A single digit drip may be a memory. And if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be part of a moment in history, right? Now is the time. Be part of the sub $10 crew. Let's start a hashtag sub $10 crew. You know, we come over to, you know, I like looking at Deck Screener a lot, and clearly my little estimate is invalidated, and we are just kind of continuing to explode. What I think is interesting is that we also, something I thought was pretty cool is if you look right here, we have just surpassed the last high that we had. All the pumps that we have had in drip, right? We all have lived through them. You know, if we take a step back here, since the all-time high, which got up to 170 on the native DEX, I believe it was 190, maybe higher. But since then, every short uptrend that we've had, you know, pump, reversal, back up, we have never been able to break the previous high, right? This one, obviously, you know, this is how downtrends work, right? Come down here, this one, not even close. The only one, this one, obviously right here, that was the closest. Let me come down here, a little pump. Here, this one does not beat this one. Down here, this does not surpass that. Come here, this one obviously does not surpass that. Come down here, this one just surpassed it. As we speak, it is going higher than, maybe it's like red on it. Yeah, you see right up here that there's a wick. Went to right 756 today. So that's officially broke this high. Different, that's what we've been talking about. This time feels different, it looks different, smells different. You know what I mean? And we got this AMA tomorrow, and you know that there's gonna be, I believe, at least some more clarity about what is to come. This, looking at charts, all charts are, right? All technical analysis is basically looking at human behavior. That's all it is. It is psychology. That's why I find it interesting, actually. It's not about math equations and shit, all right? It is looking at human psychology and how patterns tend to repeat themselves, because human beings, we tend to do the similar things. We act from emotions, and it can be almost predictable. This represents, all right, this represents more people feeling certain about what is to come. Listen, I'm not an expert. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take anything I say as financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I don't know what I'm talking about. For all we know, this thing dumps. What I'm looking at is more people right here believing that we are getting ready to experience a reversal in drip for the first time since the end of January. 6 months of misery. We can see that the price action is extremely steep over here, steep, and it starts to kind of flatten out just a little bit. When you break a previous high, if it holds up here, okay, and let me clean this up. Typically, once you break a high, okay, it would come back to retest it, might even dip below it, all right? But the idea is that it tests it and finds it's no longer resistance at this point, and it becomes support. Okay, and this whole range right here, right, this becomes the bull flag. It consolidates and then it breaks out of the flag and goes up. Now look, we're talking about DeFi, we're talking about drip, we're talking about financial instruments that do not have the same mechanics as normal, right? You can't short this for one, and it's a completely different animal. But that doesn't mean that psychology, you can't still look at psychology, because that's truly what technical analysis is. Anyone tells you that it's about, some type of like math equation, and I get it. I use Fibonacci retracement as well, but it's still almost a self-fulfilling prophecy of everyone is looking at the Fibonacci retracement, and so they know that everyone's looking at it, so people make decisions. I don't want to go off on a tangent about fucking technical analysis. You get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, look, just like I said, that this thing, could just, go down and I'm just talking out of my ass. You know what else could happen? CK gets on the mic with 4X and this thing does one of these. Moon, baby! Anyway, real quick, the other day I was trying to do airdrops while I was recording a video and I just couldn't do it. I'm not going to do an airdrop right now, but someone was saying, well, yeah, YouTubers do this to prove that they're actually doing airdrops. And I said, well, you can just look up my address and see. He's like, man, I don't have time for that. I was like, all right, I respect that. But just so you guys know, like, my address is on all my videos, right? So you can come over to, hey, now, I'm going to show you guys something, but this is pretty cool. So this is dripnetwork.ca. Okay. And this is a fantastic tool that you can use. And today we have 271 new players. I think we've been averaging more like 105. So we are seeing a big bump in, let's see what the deposits were. We had more deposits than claims. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That has not happened a whole lot in the last few months. Let's see if it stays. All right, but anyway, we'll come over here and we'll paste this in. It's already actually auto-populated. Yeah, it's already in here. Okay. And you can take a look at my recent activity. Look at this. Hydrate, deposit, hydrate, deposit, hydrate, airdrop, airdrop. And I'm doing, 1.8, 2.7 airdrops, all these airdrops. There was one guy, he has the same, oh yeah, right here. So he had, I think, like 298 drip, and I was like, I want to bump it up over, 300. And so I hit 1.5 in there, and it wasn't enough. It was like 299.99, and so I sent him another one, bumped him up over 300. So if you're watching 86BE, appreciate you. Anyway, airdrop, deposit, hydrate. I claimed 2 drip today, or 3 drip today, because I got 2 new members of the team. So if you're watching, BA170 sent you 1.75 drip. This guy 1.79. DA7A. Folks, some of the YouTube content that has been coming out this past week has been just fire. Like, I am proud to have been mentioned along with the other YouTubers that are out there. Drip Talk, Drip Farms for Poverty, right? Scott the Investor, JC Crypto, crypto kings. I mean, these are the new blood. Obviously, you guys know I love all the OGs. Stunna Breezy for president, Thomas G for vice president, Ray for Secretary of State and Defense, Richie, Supreme Court. I love all these guys, you know that. Today, my boy Lee over at Driptopian did a live stream. He did a special guest stream. Okay, so I jumped on it at one point, but I had to jump off. I didn't see the first part of this, but let me tell you, the last like 20 to 30 minutes after I got off, I had to handle some things, and then I went and watched it. Probably the best live stream I've ever watched. And I've watched a lot of live streams as a viewer, right? You know, during bull markets, when you're in some dog shit coin that's going to the moon, you want to be like you want to be talking to people and interacting with people in present time. So I've been on a lot of live streams. The alpha that those dudes, it was JC Crypto, Driptopian, Scotty the Investor. Those three went on a little tear of just fantastic like alpha. I mean, afterwards I went in and I bought more plants for the garden because I got all fired up. I'm not even a big player in the garden, but you know, they had me convinced. Go check this out. Absolutely phenomenal. This is an exciting time to be in DeFi, to be in crypto. Expect anything can happen, okay? Probably all of you know Bartertown is putting out the challenge, the no sell in August. I support this, I'm behind this. I think we all like stick to this, show the power of the community. I know my team members, I know you guys aren't selling. Few of you haven't really been depositing, but a lot of you are, and you guys are all hydrating. So I know it should be a no-brainer in August that we all hold firm. As Forex is doing his big marketing campaign and we get new eyeballs on this thing, people are gonna look at the price chart and they're gonna see something going up. Is it price manipulation? Well, you know, power of the community. Let me know what you think of this video. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to 3K. Like the video, it helps with the algorithm. And of course, comment down below. All right, folks, I will catch you all on the next one.